Hey, what's going on, guys? Min the Q77B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 71 today for basically the off-season going into Season 3, but also as well the Bud Shootout as well. Well, last time we went to the Bud Shootout, we really did not have a really successful race, but hopefully this time we'll actually have a much better one. But of course, in the last actual racing episode before we had our Lightning Challenges last episode, we had two of the biggest good giants of the season, Dale Jarrett and Tony Stewart, but it ended up being Dale Jarrett winning the championship over Tony Stewart by 32 points. Like, both of these guys had really some respectable seasons. 4 wins, 18 top 5s, 28 top 10s for Dale Jarrett, an 8.33 average finish for him. Meanwhile, for Tony Stewart, he has 7 wins, 22 top 5s, and 26 top 10s with an average finish at 8.6. Both these guys just were solidly incredible all season long. And as for our first season champion, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 2003, he had only 4 wins this time. A bit of a regression there, Dale. You got to step it up, buddy. 12 top 5s and 26 top 10s. Meanwhile, as for us, we finished dead spank in the middle with 3 wins, 7 top 5s, and 12 top 10s with an average finish of 20.9. The average finish is still a bit lackluster, but we could definitely work on that right then and there. But let's not waste any time, and let's begin with the new changes heading into Season 3 of the NASCAR Thunder 2004 playthrough. And we have some shocking retirement news, everyone. We have 3 drivers retiring once again. We got Brett Bodine this time retiring from his own team of Brett Bodine Racing, and replacing him as Kevin Grubb, replacing him in the number 11 Hooters Ford. I believe Brett's finally decided to either become the pace car driver or he decides to become an actual owner of the actual team instead, hopefully to bring that 11 car back into the victory lane circle. Well, instead, let's actually take a look at his career. Well, honestly, it's, I guess, not really good, actually. 543 starts, 1 win, 10 top 5s and 53 top 10s. I mean, at least you finish in the top 10% of the time, right? I guess that's something for you. But your only win became because of a scoring error back in 1990. Then again, half of our DNFs have been scoring errors, if you want to think about it. And Ken Schrader, also retiring, also had a pretty good career as well. 636 starts and 4 wins, 66 top 5s, and 179 top 10s. Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty solid career, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say. That's my mistake. I'm not going to lie there. My speaking impediment. And here's the biggest one. Bill Elliott is finally deciding to call it a career. And instead, it's Mike Bliss taking over the 9 car. I guess he must have won the Busch Series Championship in 2004 in this alternate universe to get tapped to drive the number 9 UAW Dodge Dealers UAW number 9 Dodge. Let's take a look at Bill Elliott's stats before we go. He has 43 wins, 167 top 5s, and 318 top 10s. I mean, the number 9 Dodge this season only had 2 top 10s this season. So hopefully, I mean, Mike Bliss is getting in some decent equipment right off the bat. So hopefully he can get something going with this season anyway. But that's about it going into this part of the video. But that's not the only changes heading into Season 3 of our NASCAR Thunder 2004 career mode. I spoke with one of my buddies from Flatout Racing Network. They came by the shop to do an interview with us before we kick off the 2005 season. Here's how it went.
Good afternoon, everybody, and we are here live at the Gunther Racing Team Shop here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as part of a special report from us here at Flatout Racing Network. I'm Seth Cole, and of course, I'm here with the driver of the number 56 Maxwell car, Nick Gunther.
Hi, Seth. Great to have you here.
Likewise. Now, Nick, your path to the Cup Series has been quite an unorthodox one here. You won the 2002 ARCA REMAX Series Championship, battling against the likes of Frank Kimmel, and you and your father decided to immediately go straight to the Cup Series, not even bothering with Truck or Busch Series. Many people were already seeing you as a backmarker or a field filler. What made you two decide to go with such a bold route?
Well, the parts we got from our ARCA days, whether it be when my dad was racing or my stint from ARCA, we just purchased old Joe Gibbs racing cars and put a Pontiac body on it. We looked at the rules package as we saw how the speculations weren't too far off to convert to Cup cars. We had backing from Craftsman for a while back before they decided to abandon the program, But thankfully, we were able to fill the rest of the season with CarQuest and Maxwell. We weren't even sure we could have even made the race in 2003 at Homestead, but Maxwell helped get the ship right.
Now, let's talk about Maxwell real quick because we got reports from MRN and PRN about them scaling back in sponsorship at some point last year. Do you feel that's going to be a problem for you this season financially?
I'm not quite sure, but each race we have them on our car for the past season and a half, I am extremely grateful for them giving us this backing along with Napa recently after what they saw with me working with Michael Waltrip at Daytona. But we will have to see how it goes.
Now, you have some critics from fans about your inconsistency, the way that you tear up equipment. Do you feel like your level of experience now, you can get some of those issues ironed out?
Yeah, I know we had a lot of great races, like our first win at Talladega, to silencing critics at Texas, and even having an all-star race win. But at the same time, we had some points where we really embarrassed ourselves. Like, I know we had some payback onto some people, but we end up wrecking ourselves and making ourselves look like fools on Facebook and MySpace. Those keyboard warriors with their dial-up internet can keep typing away while I continue to prove myself as a driver.
Now, a really successful sophomore season now under your belt. How does this help you in preparation for your third season in the cup level here in 2005?
Well, over the winter break, we decided to take our cup program to the next level, and we talked with teams of forming a technical alliance. And Joe and Coy Gibbs reached out and said, "Hey, your father always kept buying cars from us, and we see the potential that this team has. We could send you some crew guys from our Busch Series program and share some data with you." Of course, in exchange, in order for this to be possible, we had to swap our manufacturer to ship from Pontiac to Chevrolet for this to be official.
Yeah, and really big news about this technical alliance for you guys that you get to work with previous runner-up um, and 2002 champion Tony Stewart, as well as the 2000 champion Bobby Labonte. I mean, how excited are you to get to learn some things from these future legends?
It's honestly a honor to work with those guys. I mean, I remember I would go to Dover each year to watch from the stands, seeing Tony and Bobby just duke it out on the track. And it was a privilege to race against these guys before, but now it's just awesome to get to race somewhat alongside them and just work with them.
Now, you guys have kind of gone it along as a team, now having, we'll call them some teammates here with this technical alliance. So, do you think that there's going to be some team owners that are going to pop up at some point this season?
I'm I'm sure at some point that we might have some okie dokies here and there, but I guess that's what we need to do in order to be have this part of this alliance. I mean, they helped us with this program, especially during the off season. They helped us prepare, so I think it'd only be fair if we were to help them back.
Now, before we end off here, last season, Mike Bliss became the Busch Series champion for Joe Gibbs against Brian Vickers. He's got some very important shoes to fill in replacing Bill Elliott, who's retiring from Everham Motorsports. I mean, since you were once a rookie not too long ago, you got any advice you could give to somebody like Bliss?
Learn as much as you can. I mean, you got much longer races, and the competition is as fierce as ever here, especially in 2005. I mean, you're going up against the best of the best.
Well, Nick, we wish you all the best in this upcoming season here in the Cup Series. Going to look forward to seeing you in this 56 Maxo car out there every single week. And that's all the time we got, though. So uh, for Nick Gunther, I'm Seth Cole. We appreciate you tuning into this exclusive interview here at Gunther Racing and on the Flatout Racing Network. And we'll see you in Daytona Beach, Florida for the Budweiser Shootout this February.
You all heard that right. We have now a technical alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing, and we switched our manufacturer from Pontiac to Chevrolet, all in hopes for us to be a lot more competitive this season to iron out inconsistencies that we had last season. But I would like to give my thanks to my buddy Seth Cole for doing this style interview, his personal channel of NSCRA Sports and Gaming, and his broadcasting channel, Flatout Racing Network, FRN, are in the description below. So do please go check him out, give him some love, as well as subscribe to his channels. I mean, he's a really cool guy, so please do go to check him out. But also, of course, since we got our crew already, one last thing I want to note. Like I said, this is the same type of crew that basically we had some Busch Series equipment. We had some Busch Series crew members decided to finally take their chances going into the Cup Series season with us as well. And basically as their first test to see if they are ready to go competing in the Cup Series. Because, of course, the Cup level is very competitive out there when it comes to the pit stop strategies and all that. We also borrowed the crew chief, M. Marsh. I'm just going to say his name is I'm gonna say his name's Matt. I know it's a pretty terrible name, but not uncreative. But Matt Marsh is gonna be our crew chief for our 56 team anyway. Getting into season 3 of our NASCAR Thunder career mode. But once again, we cannot just go to a race with test cars. So here we go, the 2005 Maxwell Napa Chevrolet. I know we kind of used this sort of livery before already with the angles thing, but man, I really like the way this livery looks. And of course, we have the black being the primary, of course being the gold being like sort of like in between anyway. But of course, we're going to have some of the gold in the back, of course, as well. But there's also one little thing that we're actually going to be using for probably going to be for the Bud Shootout, actually. We're actually going to invert, for every night race, we're going to invert the black and the gold. So essentially, I guess for this episode, you could say we're going to make it look like this for tonight anyway. So this is going to be our nighttime variation of the paint scheme. Meanwhile, the previous one that you saw earlier just now is going to be our daytime version starting at the Daytona 500 anyway. But, yeah, that's the car going into the Season 3, boys. This is it. This is our 2005, currently, Maxwell Napa Chevrolet. This car looks sick. I actually like this livery. But anyway, let's actually head to the shop. We haven't actually gone to the shop just yet. There are a few things we can take care of, but honestly, I might save that till next episode, actually. Because, honestly, the Bud Shootout doesn't really count as a sort of race. But it's actually a good idea. We can actually finally start getting some, equipment being tested. So let's actually start testing out some of our best equipment to see if we can actually get something going. We're gonna use this chassis. Of course, we're gonna use this is the engine that we made. Finally, I got finished building at Homestead actually, but we're gonna use it here because this is gonna be our Daytona 500 engine to hopefully bring us some extra horsepower into that thing. But of course, as well, we're gonna use this body as well, and we'll see you guys for the Bud Shootout.
From the Daytona International Speedway, it's the Pole Shootout, brought to you by MRN. This has always been one of my favorite races to watch.
Yeah, this is always a great race. Each driver has earned their spot by being a pole winner, which means we're in for some fast action. And what better place to be than right here at Daytona?
In 2002, Matt Kenseth led all drivers with 5 wins.
Unfortunately, he also has had 10 races where he finished 30th or worse. If they can just get some consistency, he will be a threat for the championship.
In 1993, Bobby Labonte finished second to Jeff Gordon in the Rookie of the Year battle.
You know, that's a pretty good rookie class. At first, Gordon's accomplishments overshadowed Bobby's, but Labonte had been a solid contender for the title in each of the last few years.
McMurray moved up to Winston Cup after having an impressive year in the Busch Series in 2002.
He picked up a couple of wins and finished 6th in the points last year, plus he did an admirable job filling in for Sterling Marlin in some cup runs.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Alright, we know the rules, and so do I. The shootout field consists of all pole winners in the previous NASCAR season. Well, we should be up in P1, actually, because we got 13 freaking poles. But hey, I'm not complaining, though. Each driver must make a 2-tire pit stop under a green flag during the race.
And here's the starting lineup for the race.
Alright, we got 17 laps out here tonight. Hopefully we can actually get one of our cars now, whether it be ourselves or any of the other Jokers Racing Equipment guys, to get up to the front. And hopefully we just go out there and just basically try to beat those DEI cars. But also there's another thing that we have in mind. Of course, we may or may not have to work with Michael Waltrip at some point because we got the Napa car. But we have got some Napa on the car. Of course, we got to make sure Napa also gets up there as well. So it's a bit of a conflicting feelings type of scenario for all of us here anyways. We're just getting hit by Terry Labonte here. Try to go down to the inside here. Try to get that spot, or the outside actually, try to get the spot away. But now we got Jeff Gordon alongside with Ryan Newman and Kenny Wallace up in front of us. Our last problem last time was we failed to make it on. Well, we're gonna try to get to the inside anyway, but we're just blocked. We're blocked by Terry Labonte here. Got to make sure we don't go too high here because I made my setup a little bit tighter to have more straight line speed on the straights. Anyway, we're still side by side with Jeff Gordon now, as well as Ryan Newman. The front 7 are basically the front 7 are gone now. We gotta make sure we stay in the line, work together here, we can catch up to that pack up there. Because we got Tony Stewart up there. Hopefully we can get Bobby Labonte behind us to push the cars up in front now.
Still there.
Yeah, we're still racing along side by side with Jeff Gordon and now Ryan Newman. We're trying to get both of them to pass them both on the high side here. We have a really fast rocket ship. This engine is fantastic right now. But now we're going to be staying behind them because they have the draft and we don't. But anyway, we're just going to stay right behind those guys right now and just try to see if we can get up there. Because it looks like we're gaining a little bit. We just got to make sure we work together to make sure we can have something for these guys at the end.
I'm clocking the leader in about 2 seconds ahead. Easy, buddy.
All right, once again, we have a little bit of concerns with the fuel. We have 2.5. We have to make 2 more laps. We have to go 6 laps the distance. We have to go 6 laps the distance on both stints. We have a smoker in front too. Someone's blown up, and that is Kenny Wallace once again blowing up. Of course, that will not cause caution, and we're really low on fuel, but we're gonna have to go 1 more lap here. And our car is getting very, very tight. We're gonna have to go 1 more lap here just to even have a chance. We need to let Dale Jr. or somebody go by. And there's our champion right there, trying to ready to defend his title. Oh boy, we're not making it. I don't think. We are in a heap of trouble. Yeah, we are in a heap of trouble. We're not gonna make it back. I don't think. We're gonna need to hope for a caution. I think. And there it went. There it went on the backstretch. There goes the race. I guess 6 laps is just a little bit too much to ask for.
The leaders are bid.
All right, well, we made it down the pit road, barely, but we did. We're gonna have to take no tires the entirety of the race. I'm sorry, 2 tires the entirety of the race, the entire time. I'm not liking how I have to do this. All right, guys, come on, we need a fast stop. I mean, we just don't have enough fuel to do this race. I don't understand how these guys are able to do it. But anyway, we're gonna have to get back out there as fast as we can. We're gonna have basically no left side tires the entirety of the way through for this entire race. But hopefully these left side tires can survive the entirety of the race. I don't think they will, but we're gonna have to make something happen out of this. Oh gosh, oh my goodness! They did not make it. Some people were trying to go 7 laps and it just did not work, and people are the fuel problems happen again. Oh my goodness. All right, that just changed everything. What the hell were they doing? It's the game, I tell you. They do this all the time at Talladega, but I didn't think it would happen here. Oh, Rusty Walsh just creams into the back of Michael Waltrip there. Surprisingly, no one's day was done. We see Bobby Labonte going by with no problem. That's good. Pit under caution? You're goddamn right. We still need to probably make 1 more stop, but at least now we can actually take some left side tires as well. We're actually in a great spot now compared to where we were last time. We're definitely gonna need 1 more stop though in order for this to work. I'm not gonna lie, that caution saved us. It absolutely 100% saved us. Yeah, a few other people actually decided to come in as well, so we're probably gonna have to pit with those guys at some point. Maybe, probably not. But anyway, the pace car is off now, and we're back underway. That caution really helped us out. So now let's see if we can get back up there and just work with. Oh, we got Bobby Labonte up there. We're gonna see if we can actually prove our worth already to Jim Jacobs Racing and help out that 18 car. So hopefully we can get up there. But here's an interesting scenario. We could possibly try. Oh gosh, I don't even know. They might try to go all the way. Who knows? I mean, depending on their fuel efficiency, they could try to go all the way. But we'll have to see, though. It's about 7 laps to go, so I don't think so. We're still going to be a little bit short here. I didn't realize my ally with Bobby Labonte is a little bit short, so let's bring that up to 100, of course. Because, after all, we are technically alliance with them. Oh, we have another caution. Somebody's a debris caution coming out right now on the Bud Shootout. Now everyone's probably gonna have to take a splash of fuel and go from this point forward. That's exactly what we're probably gonna do as well. We've been trying to work with Bobby Labonte, but he has not been going up anywhere lately. He's not making any moves on the bottom. He needs to make some moves at the bottom if he wants anything to happen in this race. Oh yeah, Texas Terry, the Iceman is, well, probably leaving some ice cubes out there for everyone. Hopefully no cut tires for that. Anyway. But yeah, we have to take fuel only on this stop. We're taking a fuel only stop and see if we can just cycle out as the leader. Actually, people are staying out though. They're all deciding to stay out, which is very interesting strategy call from them. We're taking no tires here. We're going for the full tank. We got Ricky Rudd behind us as well. I think he's not making it either. I just saw him in my rearview mirror as well. Just a gas-only stop, guys, please. Thank you very much. And we are away. Alright, once again, the pace car is back off, and underway we go. Back under green. We got, oh gosh, we have 2 laps to get up there? Dale Jr.'s out of the race. I didn't realize there was it'd be only 2 laps to go in the start of this race. My goodness. Are we going to have any more drama as oh, hold on, we do, because Rusty Walsh just decides to check up. I think they're all running out of fuel, Bobby Labonte included. People are running out of gas, guys. They're all running out in front of us. Oh my gosh, this game's fuel strategy mechanic is already broken enough as it is. I mean, we're nearby and no one. Is everyone else going to run out of gas as well? I mean, it looks like we're gaining a little bit, but they only got 1 more lap to go. If the caution comes out, the race is over. So I'm hoping them 3 to actually make it way back around. Yeah, this will be an interesting call nonetheless because everyone ran out of gas right then and there. Are these 3 going to run out of gas now? I mean, the white flag's out. I mean, they got 2.5 miles to go. I'm pretty sure those guys haven't pitted in quite a while. Well, let's see if this happens, though. Oh, I think I see someone slowing up. I don't know. It's just trolling me a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, I think they're slowing down. Yeah, they're slowing down. They're all out of gas. They're all out of gas in front. Tony looks like he's trying to make it through. All of them ran out of gas. By some miracle, because of that caution, we're leading the race, and we're going to win the Bud Shootout because the game decides to break. What a wacky way to start the season. Unbelievable. What a wacky way to start the season. Hell yeah, though.
This one's over. We're first. All right.
We had no business of winning that race. But of course, we got to do some burnouts, of course. Gotta make sure we go to the front stretch here. There we go. Now we start burning it down. We sing, oh, can I? There we go. Now we sing Ode to Joy, and we do some burnouts here today in the Bud Shootout. Tell you what, though, we had no business in winning this race today. We have no business. I mean, we are a Daytona winner now. Just the wackiest way possible. But hey, a million things can go wrong in a NASCAR race, and that is surely definitely one of them.
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
The 56 car came from the back of the pack to get the win.
Yeah, he probably feels like he passed 100 cars on the track. It's hard to come from the back in this NASCAR Winston Cup Series. It all pays off, though, when you win.
The 56 car got along well on the track with Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, you know the golden rule. Well, it applies in NASCAR as well. You got to treat other drivers with respect in order to earn theirs.
Well, definitely not the way we were expecting to start the season, now would it? We literally just formed a partnership not too long ago during the offseason, and now here we are as race winners at Daytona with the Joe Gibbs Racing Alliance, bringing our Daytona test car with us. We're going to have to repair this thing, though, a little bit before we go to the big show. But for now, let's drink some champagne, drink some beer. You saw the check. You saw that check. 200,000 big ones is coming back with us to the shop in Philadelphia. But let's take a look at the race results. We only led that one lap. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't get over it. That's so whack. The way the race ended was so whack. Rusty Walls second, Johnson third, Tony Stewart fourth, Harvick fifth, McMurray sixth, Jarrett seventh. Terry Labonte came back to finish eighth. Ward Burton ninth, and our man Bobby Labonte finishes in 10th place. As we take a look at the rest of the field, of course, it looked like it was wondering what the heck. Wait, what? 4 laps, but finishes ahead of Michael Waltrip and Jeff Byrne. Wait, what? I must have broke the game or something, because, man, this is whack. Let's just go home. Well, I don't know what to say, but man, that was absolutely whack. But before we go back to before we close off the video for today, we're gonna put the daytime colors back on. And that'll do it for this episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. In case you enjoyed the video, and if you like the little news broadcast that we kind of did with me and my buddy Seth, once again, NSCRA Gaming and Sports and Gaming anyway, and Flatout Racing Network, please go check out his channel. Of course, it's in the description. I can't thank him enough for being a part of this intro today. In case you enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see if we can actually go win the Daytona 500. Actually, let's see if we can actually do it this season. I mean, with our car, I think we could do it. Let's see if we can do it in the next episode, guys. Goodbye.